Hey guys and girls, and welcome to podcast number 3. I'm talking about the Pirelli Tyres because they're obviously in the news this week, and and there's been a lot of grumbling from Red Bull, and then there's sort of Renault who are saying, and Ferrari as well, who are saying that they're only complaining because they're not winning anymore. So I'm going to talk about a spectator's view, which is my view, which should hopefully be representative. I haven't got any notes today in front of me, so I'm sort of making this up on the spot. So I might miss out on a lot of things. Hopefully not. Right, let's get started then. And the first point I wanted to make about Pirelli is I'm not keen on the tyres this year because the drivers are having to look after them a lot, and it sort of does. It has taken the edge off making drivers race flat out in like side by side, and we don't see that so much anymore. That's one of the main issues I'm having this year with them, because that's sort of what's sort of not. It's making F1 a bit boring, really. So, in the end, I think ultimately they should be changed to a new structure, whatever. But for the last, they came in 2011, yeah. So that's 2011, 2012, and they've been fine. They've been perfect for me. So, from a perspective of looking at how they've done in those 2 years, they've done brilliant and fantastic, and they should be kept for as long as possible. But I think they have gone a bit too far this year, and certainly they should look towards going back towards that sort of structure they had. I think the main issues that teams are having with them are making them last before they wear out, and so and that and the other thing is that Pirelli are threatening to quit out the sport at the end of this year if no teams will agree to sign the new contract. I don't know what the contract's called or what it is, but there's obviously some teams not wanting to sign it. I hope there's a solution, because Pirelli have put F1 towards a better direction for spectators to watch it and enjoy it more. What would I do? I honestly don't know. I think we should give it more time and see how it goes out through the course of the year with these tyres, at least, because we've only had 5 races coming up to Monaco. No, Monaco will be the 6th, and we're already sort of saying that they're bad, and it's not really fair to say that at 6 races only this year. So we should wait a bit longer, and at least if we wait, we could whoever allocates the Pirelli tyres for each race can put better pairings together with the tyres, and then that should make it a bit better for everyone. So rather than using like soft and medium compound at Spain, we might see. I haven't got any notes, so I don't know if that's true, but if they knew how much they would have worn out, they might be able to rearrange the tyre compounds for future races. So there's a big hurrah about the tyres yet, and I think it's for no reason. What else has happened in the F1 this week? Let me just have a look. Just give me a second. I'm gonna have a look on the interwebs. We've got Honda coming back with McLaren. That's a new injured injured. What? Injured? You engine supplier for McLaren. So that'll be interesting. There was talks about. I think it was. I have a feeling. I know for certain someone said it. I think it was Bernie Ecclestone said that BMW and some other manufacturers should try and come back as well. That were that were in Formula One previously, but come back as engine suppliers. That would be good to see. Yep. What else was happening in F1? We've got. We have not much else really going on majorly this week that I can tell. McLaren are still struggling with their car. That's another point. Even after their so-called major upgrades for the Spanish Grand Prix, which were meant to make a big difference and made no difference at all. So they apparently McLaren plan to probably reduce their 2014 car design to concentrate a little bit more on the 2013 car, which I don't think should be a good. I don't know if that would be a good idea, really. Because I mean, what's the point, really, to sort of put so much energy in it? I mean, they are probably better off focusing towards the other car. I don't know what the money's like. That's probably what it's for. But where are they? They're in the standings at the moment. They are currently. Let's have a look. I think I just banged my microphone there. Sorry. And that's the Drivers' Championship, and then in the Constructors' Championship, they are currently 6th. So between 6th and 5th, I don't know what the difference would be. There's only a couple of points there between McLaren and Force India. I don't know. It's, if they finish 5th, if they put all their resources into coming 5th, and then end up coming 3rd in 2014, will they actually end up making money and just finishing where they are now in 6th position or 5th position, which they might end up just getting if their car, if they suddenly turn a corner next week or whatever in development, in comparison to, if they finish 1st in 2014. So for me, I'd rather take the second option and just continue on as planned and focus towards 2014 and try and win the constructors there and get the big money from that. I think you'll make more money that way. That's probably in the end. And I think there's nothing to gain from making their current car better, really, because it all changes around next year. And yeah, so that's my point about McLaren. What else? There isn't anything else in F1 going on this week. Yeah, so that's what that's what I'm going to talk about this week. I will leave again my point I made in my last podcast about my idea of bringing in ballast adjustments on cars as penalties for winning previous races and such. Yep, and I'll see you next week, or hopefully next week. I should hopefully get another podcast out next week. Leave some suggestions below in the comments, because I couldn't think of much what to talk about this week. I was tempted to have a ramble about Lewis Hamilton, because a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but a lot of people are saying he's changed a lot since he's left Mercedes. Well, that's not, but I didn't really think that was much of something to talk about, so I didn't talk about that. and focused on Pirelli Tyres. So, yeah, goodbye. One more thing I wanted to add, I am doing a GT5 little cup thing. I'm going to post a link below to this a submission form. Places are filled up quite quickly, so if you're interested in joining, go down there and fill in the form, and hopefully you'll be selected for it. So don't be too long. Go do it quickly, like now. Yeah. So that's another thing I wanted to add. Like, favourite, and support everything I do. It helps a lot, and so on and so forth. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. I don't want to bore you anymore. Bye. And I am going this time.